This is Doc, aka the Gunatic Fringe, aka Kenny Goo Omega, aka the good Bob Boy, yeah, 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 aka your host. And with me today, I met him. I probably met him a long time ago. Probably you might know these forums. You might know the No Mercy Zone. You might know Old School Reunion. If you go on, if you just Google the word Freem, you'll probably see his work. With me today, all the way from Cedar Park, Texas, by way of the United Kingdom, we got Ray.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for joining me today, man.
I'm
Um,
good. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's always nice to talk about fucking weird nerd shit that my wife doesn't care about. So it's
uh,
nice to have a conversation with someone that cares about it.
yeah, my wife also like gives me this look of disdain. Whether I'm playing video games or like when she comes home when I'm playing video games or watching wrestling or something, she gives me this look of like, ugh. But if I'm watching anime, as long as it's a cute anime, like if they're like drawn cute, she's like, oh, that's cute. But anything else, it's a look of like, why are you wasting your time?
So my wife is actually a relatively okay fan of pro wrestling. Like her favorite event ever is WrestleMania 9,
Yeah,
famously
I think it's
one
just,
of the worst WrestleManias, but she
hey,
liked the fucking gimmick with Caesar's Palace and the
hey,
elephants and like Bobby walking out backwards, and she likes that. So
yeah,
let's
actually,
ignore the rest of the card. So hopefully it's fun.
if you look at the theming, like when they had like Caesar and was it was Caesar and Cleopatra, right? They were the host
Yeah.
of the thing because they were in Caesar's palace.
No, legitimately, like if they'd have just put like actual good matches on the card, and no disrespect to the fucking Steiners versus the Head Shrinkers,
Oh yeah,
that was a good match.
that was a
And
good
I'm
match.
actually a big fan of like the Doink and the combo Doink, like the two of them coming out. I thought that was
Oh,
good.
when they did the
Um,
mirror spot, that was
yeah,
awesome.
exactly. I'm a huge fan of Heel Doink. Heel Doink is, I generally believe, one of the most not even appreciated, but underused characters in history because like, and people don't like when I say this, and rest in peace. But like in my mind, he's like what Bray Wyatt could have been. Like
Well,
if you genuinely commit to the bits, to the level that Matt Bourne, also rest in peace, did when he was portraying Doink, I think you can make anything work as long as you commit to it to the level you do. And Doink did. So
well, yeah. Well, I also think like the Ray Apollo doink. I guess he was the face doink with Dink and all that. He wasn't. They
yeah.
weren't all too different a worker, honestly. Like if
No,
I,
I think he was a good worker. I
uh,
just I think inherently like because this came out in like what, like 93, 94. It was still
yeah.
a reaction to my boy Big Steve King and Pennywise,
Oh yeah.
and it made sense as a heel at that time. But then as soon as it turned to a face, like he was a good worker, and like if you've never seen it, it's interesting to see Ray Apollo working his face doink
Yeah.
in the Japanese promotions around that time.
Hey, yeah.
Um, it's
Because he would go over to
the
like,
character doesn't work
yeah.
if he's not a heel because
Yeah.
it just that's the idea of the yeah.
Because he would go over to like SWS and WAR and Wrestle and Romance. That's what WAR stood
Yep.
for. Wrestle and
Yep.
Romance, not Wrestling Association R. I know he changed it, but
Nope.
Wrestle and Romance. So
Nope.
he would,
It's wrestling
so
romance.
he would,
Absolutely. To
he'd
this
work
day.
over there, and then it's funny because Ray Apollo would just work straight matches without any comedy, but in full gimmick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so but it works, and like um yeah, man. Because you bring up Stephen King's It, and
Yep.
I love the way that Tim Curry talks. It's like it's probably one of my favorite voices that to mimic. Because like
Yeah, and I believe Matt Bourne doing Doink was absolutely pulling from that as well. Like
yeah,
that was absolutely intentional, and I think for that reason, like if they, I understand, Matt Bourne had his problems and drugs and what have you, but like that gimmick could have done really well. Like similar to like a Waylon Mercy. Like everyone's like, oh, it was just a joke character. It's like, well, actually, no. If the effort had been put in, they could have been like an Undertaker or a Bray Wyatt,
Well,
or but they, for whatever reason, those people didn't work out, and I get that. But I hate to defend the World Wrestling Federation, which will come up again in this podcast.
uh,
But like, I don't think the WF was actually at fault in those two scenarios.
oh no,
So
no. Like you bring up Waylon. I was about to say Waylon Smithers, but Waylon Mercy, right?
feels
Um,
like you're wearing nothing at all. Nothing
Nothing
at
at
all.
all. Nothing at
Um,
all. So like you bring up Dan Spivey, right? Waylon Mercy. I feel like
yep,
if Waylon Mercy had worked like how Dan Spivey worked in All Japan,
yep.
like spiking people, doing suplexes, power bombs, all that stuff. Cause he was a huge dude, even in WWF like '94. Cause I saw him live at a house show. He
Yep.
worked with 123 Kid. Um, I remember that's one of my core memories. Like he just did like a sleeper hold and lives are gonna be in Waylon Mercy's hands. I thought like that character did kind of have legs because he was like trying to be Cape
Absolute
Fear.
hit. It was fucking Cape Fear, right?
Yeah, it was
So,
just yeah, man. Because a lot of people get hung up on work rate, right? Work rate, work rate, work. I can't believe The Rock actually used work rate on TV. I can't believe. Well, I can believe it,
I
but like
don't
I
know.
can't believe it.
We're in the new era,
Yeah,
so
yeah. But like you see you. But like there's something about a guy who completely gets his character, and then when that combines with the work in the ring, like
yeah.
for me, I absolutely hate Dominic Guerrero in ring. I'm saying Guerrero on purpose because
Okay.
I hate him, right? He's so everything, but this past Backlash, he hit a tope DDT, but the way he's
Yeah.
doing everything to like antagonize the audience or his opponents to just hate him and hate him and hate him, and he gets this heat,
Yeah.
and like it makes me like want to watch him. People are gonna hate me for saying that, but I like watching him because he's becoming like his own thing. Like he's getting heat, like the guys in House of Torture who are getting hit by like doing all the
Yeah.
cheating, and like basically, Judgment Day is basically American House of Torture. And I can't believe I'm saying this. I guess Dominic Guerrero is American Evil.
I mean, there is the problem is like, should a heel be doing a dive to the ropes and then a DDT, which is like you said, like, not far off El Generico's like corner DDT spot.
Yeah, yeah,
But then like it depends what you do afterwards.
yeah. Because
Like
he hit
you
it
can
and
do
then
any move as
yeah,
long as you then antagonize the audience. It's absolutely fine. Like
yeah. It's great when you can do it like that. Like because Eddie Guerrero, Dominic's dad, uh,
allegedly,
allegedly he would do
for
like
legal
something
reasons, in
for
case
legal reasons. Yeah,
we get Johnny Ace afterwards.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so like Eddie would like do like that senton into the ring, and then he'd do like
yeah.
a little smirk to the crowd and like point to them.
That's the
You saw
thing.
that top.
You just showing off that motherfucker. I'm better than you, and I can
Yeah,
do this, and you can't.
yeah,
Which I think is an excellent way to like. You just have to then. You don't want to look for a reaction afterward. Well, you want to look for a reaction, but you don't want to look for a good reaction. It's
yeah,
like you wish you could do this, motherfucker.
yeah,
It's like fucking Rick Rude coming out in the fancy tights with his opponent's wife's face on it.
yeah. And then, but
Like
then you
that is
that's
showing that like you wish you could do this. Fuck you. Because in a
yeah,
different context, like a face coming out with their wife's face on her pants would be like, oh yeah, he's got him. But it's the way you play it.
yeah.
So
It's however you play it. And you know what, man? I love that we're talking wrestling already because usually usually we go off on something, but
I mean, I again,
hey,
as long as I'm like I've said, like I don't remember the time I didn't love wrestling. Like, one of my first memories ever is. It's something with Brett. I couldn't tell you what with Brett, but it's something with Brett. Like, my dad took me to the WF Mayhem in Manchester show in, I believe, '96
Oh,
when I was
that's
8 years
cool,
old. And that was, like, a core memory for me. Like, I have no memory before ever loving pro wrestling.
man.
I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you how I got into it. All I know is that it's always been part of who I am. And it's weird
That's
because this is definitely a British thing as well. Like, growing up in Britain, like, while WF was like fucking working high school gyms in the US at that point, like they were still huge in the UK
yeah.
and Europe as a whole. Like they were doing huge events, like especially like I can't explain exactly why, but I think it's because of Brett being associated with Davy Boy.
Yeah,
Like he's like an honorary Brit.
yeah.
So like look at fucking like Night 2 SummerSlam, one of the best shows ever. If
Yeah.
they tried to run an 80,000 seater in America in 1992, there's no chance it happened.
Yeah.
But somehow in Britain, it did happen. And you could make it happen, like, whether it's Davey, whether it's Brett, but, like, we sold that place out. Not me personally, because
Well,
I was 4 years old.
yeah.
But, like, that place was sold out, and that was, during the early 90s where all of pro wrestling in the US was on downturn and
Yeah.
kept it going.
Yeah, like for me too, I never really stopped watching. I've been watching since, well, my mom was a fan. So I've been watching like pretty much since I was a baby. So I also don't have any memories of not being a fan. And like also there's an abnormal amount of people in my family, cousins, uncles, aunts who all watch wrestling. So it's like it's never like looked down on something. It's just something that we as collective family have watched, which I think is funny. Um,
It's weird because, like, neither of my parents or any of my extended family are wrestling fans. I
yeah.
couldn't even tell you how I started watching it.
Hey,
Just one day I was in, and then, like, let's fucking go, boys.
yeah,
So,
let's fucking go. Mr.
yeah.
Hitman, Mr. Hitman, I'm fucked, Mr.
Yeah.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Because like I think Davy Boy is from Manchester, right? Isn't he?
He's from Preston,
He's
which
from
is just
Preston.
outside of Manchester.
Because they announced
Like,
him from
it's
Manchester.
like, so Britain's very small. Like,
Yeah,
if you go between like Manchester and Liverpool, it's probably like 30 minutes. So we have a much smaller base, but like, so no, he's not technically from Manchester, but he's close enough to Manchester that
bro.
it counts. Like,
Yeah,
if it use the British equivalent, it'd be like if somebody like, oh no, he's not from like Philadelphia, he's
yeah,
from 20 miles away, and it's like,
yeah.
well, that counts. Whereas Britain's so
Well,
like, I use the comparison to like, so Britain is 1/3 the size of Texas.
uh,
We're a small fucking place.
yeah,
So it makes a difference to certain people, not to me personally. I don't care, but it's like, no, he's not from there. He's from like 2 minutes, where it's like, who gives a shit?
yeah.
So
It's like the Young Bucks claim Rancho Cucamonga, but they are actually from like Victorville, which is like maybe like 40 minutes away. Uh,
okay, yeah,
yeah, like as a kid, I was huge on David Bowie. In fact, we had like, because it was '92, we had like a little elementary school Olympics thing, and I claimed the UK just so I could have the UK have like a UK flag on my back, like how David Bowie would come out.
yep, reasonable, yep.
Yeah, so like that's embarrassing to me now, saying it as an adult, but like,
That's fine.
as a kid, I was like, hell yeah, I'm British Bulldog. Look at me. I have the flag on my back, just like British Bulldog. And like when he left to WCW, I followed, and because after like after Hulk Hogan, whatever, he was whatever there, because Hulk Hogan was my guy. I was 92. I probably like 7. So Hulk Hogan's got not there.
I mean, I think
But
at some point Hulk Hogan was always our guy. Like,
yeah,
if you
uh,
grew up watching pro wrestling in the era, like there was, we can find out how much of a piece of shit and a racist he was later. But like
yeah,
as
he was
kids, it was
everyone's
like,
hero.
yeah, go get him.
Yeah,
So
there was something about him fighting all the bad guys and charging up.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, after Hulk Hogan, it was British Bulldog for me because the big muscles. I like his braids. Um, it was a different look. And then when he went to WCW, I followed him. I saw Sting and Cactus Jack, and then I was no longer a WWF kid. I was a WCW kid because these were my guys. Oh, now there's Ricky Steamboat. Okay, those are all my guys. And like, um, but yeah, man, it's very interesting to see like how wrestling could reach across the ocean and be so big in Europe, and get a guy like you to go to those house shows. And
Oh, yeah.
on the WWF shows, like on like WWF Superstars or Mania, they'd show like the European tours, and the WWF wrestlers all look like rock stars because there's all these crowds following them. There's these big arenas, and as a kid at the time, I didn't care about WWF not being in those big arenas because they made those high school gyms look huge. If you watch a
I
Raw
mean,
from,
also, yeah. As a kid, why would you care? Like, all you see
yeah,
is like, oh my god, they are my heroes. Like, and I don't want to get into like the tribalism nowadays, but like kids don't give a fucking shit. Like, they just want to see the guys they like.
yeah,
So like, then it's like, oh my god, it's only 3,000 people instead of 3,500 people. Fucking
uh,
dead. It's like, speak to an 8-year-old. Is like, oh my god, I just saw the hero of my life
yeah,
having a fucking
yeah.
great match. Like, I don't know.
Seeing that NXT wrestler kind of trying to shit on Ricochet, but like it's 2,000 people, whatever. But
Yeah,
that 2,000 seat arena looked packed and they were reacting, whereas
yeah,
that dude is working in front of an empty wall and a paid audience, right?
yeah.
I don't even think they pay for their tickets. So like having that
No,
comparison,
like I don't. I believe it's free to go to the NXT things,
yeah,
but like I they sell out the pay-per-views mostly and stuff. Like, and don't get me wrong, I will happily shit on the World Wrestling Federation all day long. But like, it's just such a weird fucking
yeah.
thing to care about. Like, I'm 37 years old.
Oh,
The idea that like I should feel that Taylor Swift, and I love Taylor Swift. I would like to make that clear now.
oh yeah.
Or
Tay Tay
fucking
all day,
U2 are
man.
the best-selling band of all time, so that means they're the best one. Is like, you don't believe this. McDonald's sells the most burgers. Fucking Whataburger's better than them,
Yeah,
but they don't sell as much, and it doesn't work that way. Like, but these same people, I know they don't feel this way in everything else in life.
yeah.
Like, these same people, like, they're big like fans of like, again, notice from any of these bands I think are good. Fucking Sleep Token, Let's Go Wonder Years, anyone that cares about the bands or anything like, those people don't feel those bands are lesser because they sell less than Taylor Swift. But
Oh
somehow when it's fucking pro wrestling, it's like, well, they sell the most, so they're the best. It's like, you don't actually believe this. You're just saying something you feel you should say, and I don't really get it.
yeah. People like I don't get the tribalism in pro wrestling because it's just like we're all watching the same thing. They might perform it differently, but like whatever. Like it's all fake. It's all choreographed. It's all fun. Everybody's in their underwear. Everybody's wearing too much makeup. Everybody is like, even though it's performed differently in some cases, it's all the same thing to me. So tribalism is just doesn't make sense. Um,
There are certain versions of wrestling I prefer over others,
yeah.
but like the idea that the one that sells the most is the best makes no sense when like fucking I'll enjoy those 94 ECW shows. I'll enjoy and fuck Mike Quackenbush, but like I loved
Uh,
Chikara for a long time, and like the best version of things. And I'll say this is like I'm a punk kid as well. Like all my favorite bands of all time are bands that never going to play for more than like 800 people. Doesn't mean
yeah.
they're worse. It just means that they aren't appealing to the mainstream in a way that other people are, and I don't get how anyone can feel I can't understand having the level of not caring about life where you feel the only thing that you care about and what you enjoy is what sells the most. Like, have you never experienced joy? Have you never listened to something and go like, oh yeah, this fucking rules, and then it turns out no one else cares?
Oh,
Like that one's weird to me. Like, do you not have
that's
any other hobbies?
that's absolutely strange to me. But
Yeah.
man, to build on that, like, so I loved PWG, right? Because I would go to those
Yeah.
shows. And like we'd be like what 200 strong in that building sometimes.
Yeah.
When we did the smaller building, it was
In Reseda, I assume.
yeah, in Reseda or like in the original one in JCC or going even to like the old swap meet where they used to run. Because I was there since day one ish,
Yeah.
and and like to see like the guys that I watched at that time, like because I had no concept of ROH. I just saw like, oh, that's an indie, right? But like they do the same. They use CM Punk in PWG. They use Samoa Joe,
Yep.
Brian Danielson, Loki, and then even like going into the mid 2000s, you get Claudio, Chris Hero, and then you get even like you have Steen and Generico. You got
Yep.
the Young Bucks, and then Kenny Omega. And like you know all those names that I'm naming there, Ricochet, all these guys, Seth Rollins, friggin' they cut their teeth in like PWG, and to see them go into these big arenas, it's not like I feel validation for liking them, but it's like it's a feeling like yeah, whatever translates in this place could also translate to the big arenas, and that's always a good feeling. And like um yeah, if but like what you don't have to like what someone else likes, and what's mainstream isn't necessarily the best thing. But if somebody likes it, I'm not gonna like shame them for liking it. But there's reasons that you should like it, as opposed to like all these people like it. Look at how much money they're making. That should not be a reason why you like the product. Why you like the product is because you like the product. Like
Yeah.
like my sister, she likes the product. She likes the wrestling. She likes the presentation. She likes the show. She never brings up like anything about draws or crowds
Ratings.
or ratings. Nobody gives a shit about that. You know who the only people that give a shit about that are people online trying to dunk on other people online for liking something. Like
Yeah.
I even
The
see
whole
like
thing is like,
it's like
sorry, go
you see them like you see them dunk on AEW people for having like whatever the ratings, right? And then it comes out later that oh actually they have a giant audience on Max. And but I'm like, why should I care about that? I like the show. If I like the show, I like the show. Or like people will dunk on like WWE not being as big on Netflix as it was online, and I'm like, what? You okay? Fine, okay. I don't care really. I don't care about how much money they're making or not making. All I really care about is if the show is watchable to me. Um,
Yeah, I understand why anyone would care, and it's like it's not just like wrestling either. It's a weird like turn over the past like 5-10 years of all media. Everyone's like, oh, look at this box office success, and I was like, why would you care?
like
Like, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. If you don't, you don't. And yeah,
yeah, like 8 million people watch Daredevil weekly, right? 8 million people. But like,
yeah,
I don't care. I watch it because I love Daredevil the series. I love Daredevil the character. Why does how many people watch it affect why I would watch it? Um,
yeah. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it, and it's a similar thing as well. It's like, and I'll use the, and I say this with all love. I went to see the Minecraft movie recently with my son. He's 11.
yeah,
Like, he had a wonderful time,
that's great.
and I enjoyed watching my son watch it. But I'm not gonna like put it there with like fucking Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind or like something as like one of my favorite movies. But it's like it's a good movie and it made money. But I'm not gonna be like then saying like, oh, that's fucking aura cinema
Yeah,
and it's the best movie of all time because like it's not. That's fine. But like it's a
yeah,
weird thing to give a shit about.
yeah.
Like fucking probably still to this day, the best selling movie of all time might be Avatar, maybe Avatar 2.
Oh my God,
But
I hate
like,
those movies. But if somebody
you know,
likes
I
it, they like it.
enjoyed like, holy shit, it's 3D. But like, to like, nobody is at home watching those going like comparing it to like, I don't know, The Godfather or like Schindler's List or
I compare it
The
to
Green Mile or Shawshank or Stand By Me. Apparently, I'm just doing Stephen King movies now.
yeah.
But
You
like
seem to
The
you seem to have a taste.
Shining, like
Well,
Rosemary's Baby. Oh, like no, but like the idea of like enjoying something based on the idea it made the most money, I feel is absolutely against the intent of art. Full stop. Like
that's capitalism winning in the worst way.
yeah,
Um,
like my probably three favorite records of all time didn't sell that much,
hey,
but they're still my three favorite records of all time.
yeah, hey,
Despite the fact they didn't sell what like you know a Red or like a Vertigo or fucking what's the Red Hot Chili Peppers under the bridge on it? Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Like records that I don't care for, but they sold more.
yeah,
So
because
does that mean they're better? And that
uh,
I don't agree with that as a concept.
yeah,
So,
because I went to a Jesse McCartney concert last year, right? Absolute fun. He's an excellent performer. Was it a smaller building? Sure. Was it sold out? Yeah. Uh, I went with my wife, and she's a big Jesse McCartney fan. I like him, but to see him perform live, it like and like I want people to know like when you watch something live, I think that's like the ultimate experience, especially like for something that's a performance art, like say music, and especially professional
absolutely, yeah.
wrestling. So like seeing him like I like his music, right? His songs are beautiful, so it's a nice song. But to see him perform live and like he has this outstanding charisma and like you get it. I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Um yeah, man. It's so nice to talk like this to somebody who's on the same level. I mean, I kind of had a feeling you were because like of how we all post there and in that particular Discord and how everybody has like it's not really a shaming Discord. And like, you know, just because like someone is like a big all Japan 90s proponent doesn't mean they're better than someone who watches, say, MLW. But like, um,
But to
that's
make it clear, I do actually believe that's true.
oh,
I'm just
okay.
kidding. Sorry. So,
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna start this question first because I think this is it. So let's do this. Who are your favorite 90s Puroresu wrestlers?
well, like full stop.
Yeah, let's go five. I'll give you mine
All
first.
right, fuck.
I'll give you
Yeah,
mine
if you want
first.
to lead with yours first, then I can do
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. Okay. So my top five. All right. I got Stan the Lariat Hansen.
Hmm.
I got Kenta Kobashi.
Hmm.
I got Jushin Thunder Liger. That's three. I got Ultimo Dragon. That's four. And my fifth one, wow, this is hard. This is where it gets hard. You know, I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna stick to my guns. Big Van Vader.
I mean, I think those were all reasonable answers. Yeah, like I mean, like Vader especially. Like, and I know he did the WF run and it sucked, but like Vader in the '90s, like between WCW, fucking UWFI,
I don't know, in New
and
Japan, and then
then
All Japan. It's like
yep,
it's an
I'm trying to think
incredible
like
run.
when Noah started. No, his run in Noah was the 2000s, but
Yeah.
like his run there ruled too, and it's yeah. And I think he felt he has something to prove after what happened in the WF. And I'll say this, and I always say it: fuck Shawn Michaels. Guy's a piece of shit.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
believe in any of this born again Christian stuff. Fuck you.
I
So
mean,
my fight. So
yeah,
my fight.
yeah. Let's go on. Let's go on about your fight, man. Because
I
I
mean,
got
my
something on Shawn
favorite, as
Michaels.
I'm sure you probably know, based on train myself on the internet, Tetsuya Kawada.
Yep.
My favorite of all time. Um, Great Sasuke, I feel doesn't get enough respect for what he did.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I feel all the juniors at that time maybe don't get as much respect as they should have.
you're you're
Like,
you're on the right track, man. Because Kawada was I chose Kobashi over Kawada mostly because Kawada is my favorite of the four pillars. But Kobashi is like probably on my top like best wrestlers ever.
there's a level of grumpiness to him that I widely appreciate.
Oh yeah, the
Like,
selling
I
also.
saw an interview once where like Masawa said that like, oh yeah, Kawada could do like more flippy shit than I could. He just chose not to, and I widely respect that.
Oh yeah,
Um, uh, so we're getting slightly loose here, depending on how you see it, and I don't want to go behind the curtain, but like, Sakuraba is one of my
oh yeah.
favorites of all time.
I love
Even
Saku.
before he
The Gracies.
took down the Gracies, yeah,
Yeah,
fuck him. So
I
yeah,
was so happy when he beat up the Gracies, and he did it like coming out and doing pro wrestling. I love that he said his style, even when he did the UFC fight, his style is pro
yeah.
wrestling.
Have you
I
ever
love
played
Saku.
the 2003 Pride GP PS2 game?
Yeah, yeah,
I love that he still references doing pro wrestling on that. It's like, nope, doing pro wrestling.
yep.
So I appreciate that.
I want to
I
buy a
mean, it's a
Saku
hard
mask.
one.
I want to buy a Saku mask so bad. I want to go to Japan and buy one of the Saku masks. I want to go to his gym and buy one of those rash guards. Uh, yeah.
That feels a reasonable decision for any human being to make, personally. Um, Shinjo Otani, I feel,
Hell
is
yeah.
widely underrated on the grand scheme of things.
First cruiserweight
Like,
champion.
yeah, he he was. Oh, I say it was. He is the best. Like, shame
He's
about what happened to him.
he's the best
I don't know.
dickhead wrestler of all time.
Yeah,
Everybody who's okay, I'm gonna say this because like back in the old days, children, we used to call wrestlers who beat the shit out of other wrestlers and spit on them and was cocky. We used to call them dickhead wrestlers. And king among them was Shinjiro Otani. We also got Koji Kanemoto. Um, and I'm gonna add him to the list. Loki was also a great dickhead wrestler, but he was also actually a dickhead.
I was gonna say like there is a level there of like very much like. I think if he could got out of his own way, he might be the best of all time.
Yeah,
But that's a hard one to say because Loki's fucking Loki.
yeah,
And I think who would I do as number 5? It's a tricky one because like
yeah.
I'm
I
always
was,
trying to do it like per promotion because like it's easy to say like
yeah.
Masawa or Jumbo or
Like I wanted to also say Akira Hokuto or like Bull Nakano or freaking Megumi Kudo,
yeah
but like I'm like, damn, wait, no, no, because like yeah, I actually do love them as wrestlers. So it's like I'm Asia Kong, Chasparita Asai. Hey, freaking, I give respect to the Joshis. Wonder
yeah.
Blaze even.
I mean I almost want to say Manami
Oh yeah,
Toyota, but like
Manami
as
Toyota.
much as like I think it was the best match of all time, she was really bad at like the second it was time for her comeback, she forgot what was injured about her,
Oh
and
yeah.
that's the reason I can't quite put her on the top list.
Hey,
Because like you could work her like leg for 20 minutes, then the second it was time for like the jump and the splash off the top rope, like suddenly that was forgotten.
hey.
And
Do you know why she's Dave Meltzer's favorite wrestler? Wink, wink.
I would love to know
Well,
why.
okay, because I'm not gonna get in trouble for this. I don't care. I don't get paid. So the rumor is, Terry Funk. This is why Terry Funk and Dave were like big friends, right? So the
Hmm?
rumor is, Terry introduced Manami to Dave, and they hit it off.
Oh, is this where the famous Dave tweet where he's asked about the best moments of his life and he talks about like the birth of his child and also sex with people that I can't name came from?
Wink, wink. Also, wink, wink. Um, Anyway,
Right. Okay.
uh, so have you decided on your fifth or?
It might be Jinsei Shinzaki
Oh hell yeah,
because he did a
Hakushi.
wonderful level of knowing his gimmick while still doing good matches. Like he's like an Undertaker that had matches I enjoyed,
Oh
and
yeah.
nobody's gonna know who I am after this. So fuck it. I personally don't care for those fucking Shawn Michaels Taker matches.
Also,
Um,
WrestleMania 25, that was a shit match. I was there for WrestleMania
I
26. I enjoyed the WrestleMania 26 match more because it had less of the schmaltzy drama. Oh, he's gonna. I hate
was
that shit.
26 when it was in the Hell in a Cell,
No,
or
no, 26 was the retirement match. That was better, and I was
oh,
there
okay,
live. But
right,
I
okay.
understand people not liking Shawn Michaels because he was a very selfish performer. Um,
I like for everything people coming about wrestling nowadays, where people are kicking out of finishes and not like selling it and stuff. Like those fucking Taker and Shawn matches are them doing that just at like 1/5 of the speed,
yeah,
and like it's I don't care for that stuff at all.
yeah.
And
I
I
hate.
believe he could have been a good worker at some point. I just never personally seen it.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Like the best Undertaker match for me personally was that the Batista match at in WrestleMania 23. That's probably the best Undertaker WrestleMania match for me because that was the least predictable one out of all of them. Also,
there
I
was
love
like
Batista.
there was a later on, like him and Brock, obviously a piece of shit as well. Like him and Brock inside the cage of the Hell in a Cell, that was a really good match.
Yeah, that was funny too because they kept hitting each other in the balls. So it was like, and
Yes,
yeah, man. But I want to
but I
let you.
also famously am wildly negative on the World Wrestling Federation, so I
Well,
maybe shouldn't be judged too much.
you know,
So,
for over 60 years, leading force in sports entertainment. Um,
I fucking saw, and we're on a tangent here. I apologize. Fucking CM Punk again, one of my favorites of all time. Like he's done a bunch of great matches. I've been very excited about a lot of stuff he's done. He did like a fucking like 14-year-old girl AIM post yesterday about like, well, how can you judge me if you've never wrestled? Which I feel is leading to him announcing he's doing a match in Saudi Arabia.
oh yeah,
And
I also
yeah,
feel like soon he's gonna announce that he's actually in a relationship with you know who. There's
and I'll reference it. And like this again, go back to me being a punk kid. Like not that many years ago, he posted like he went on a spiral on Twitter and kept posting about like how him and AJ were having a bad time, and he posted fucking like lyrics of the band Less Than Jake, and I love the band
oh
Less
my
Than
god,
Jake. They're like a '90s ska punk band,
yeah.
and I just thought it was very funny. He's like, dude, what are you doing? Maybe just don't post these and just take a walk.
Maybe take a walk and talk to your wife. Maybe like
Yeah.
be like posting like a teenager online is I guess like so like something that somebody said before like on a shoot. I forgot who said it, but like they said that wrestling is like prison. Whatever age you are when you enter it is the age you're going to be for the rest of your life because you never get the
Yeah,
chance
that.
to mature.
Yeah.
Um, and you know that rings true to this day still. Um, I want to let people know that we are on. I let them know at the top of the show what kind of forums we're on. We are on No Mercy modding forums. Um, and I'm gonna let Ray explain what modding and hacking of these ROMs is.
I don't fucking know. I just made a rum hack. So I made and again, first shout out to SK Styles. He did this a million years before I did.
Hell
He
yeah.
just didn't do the parts that I cared about deeply because I'm mentally broken.
That's not funny, but still.
I mean, I am. It's fine. Uh, so Yeah. I did a ROM hack of Virtual Wrestling 2, which I personally feel is the best wrestling video game of all time.
Yeah.
And I decided to translate the parts I would have done before. Because almost everyone, and I include myself in them, back in the day, just used the unlocked all code. But if
Yeah.
you actually play through the season mode, or the story mode, or King's Road, or Royal Road, or whatever you want to call it, there is actually a bunch of hints that tell you how to unlock things. And I had no fucking idea about this until I started to try and translate the game. So I'll use the example, and this is a relatively new one. So Antonio Inoki, Bombardier. Um, if you knock him out after unlocking him, you get Hulk Hogan's tights from the time that Hulk Hogan knocked him out, which is a famous match from the 80s, and there was a
Oh,
fucking riot and stuff. And there's a bunch of really niche shit. So, that as well. And so, that one, there is a message, and I've mostly tried to preserve the translations as much as I can.
yeah.
And again, it's hard to do. I don't speak Japanese. I'm mostly relying on people I know that do.
Uh-huh.
But the translation for that one also references Muhammad Ali, rest in peace, Cassius Clay. And it's oh, yeah, I'm going to knock that pelican bastard out. You won't get up this fucking time. And that is what unlocks Hogan's tights, referencing their famous. I'm going to call it MMA. I guess it's technically MMA, but if you've never seen that fight, it's a disaster. But please watch it.
My uncles
And
actually watched that fight live on TV.
oh, nice.
That's how they know Antonio Inoki is from that fight.
Yeah,
Because I guess they played it on on private screenings in the Philippines. So I guess they were able to watch it in whatever the arenas were, or a movie theater or something. I guess that's what closed circuit was. Funny thing
I've
about
always
that,
heard about closed circuit. I've never really
yeah,
understood what it meant. But
I
people
guess,
reference the earlier WrestleManias doing closed circuit,
yeah.
but it
Well,
was
no,
effectively just people watching it in movie theaters or equivalents, right?
yeah. No, do you know who promoted Ali versus Inoki?
It was Vincent Kennedy McMahon, I believe.
That's right. So yeah, man,
A piece of shit. I'd like to make that clear as
we
well.
we keep talking about these pieces of shit, but without these pieces of shit, I guess we wouldn't have what we have today.
It
Uh,
is. It's a tricky one, yes.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
So yeah, being able to translate the game so that we can enjoy it in that kind of way, because there's been ROM hacks to translate everything, but it's always someone sort of writing their own things in it, and we've seen it, right? Like the original
yeah.
ROM hack back in 2000 something. But being able to actually enjoy the game the way I guess the creators had intended for it to be enjoyed, as far as the story mode to give little nods here and there, that's incredible, man. Um,
Yeah, again, shout out to SK Styles, but yeah, my main intent here was just to people could go through it and unlock it, and there's probably a million people is probably strong, but a lot of people that have played VPW2 in English
yeah,
and have never actually thought about the country. As I said, it gets real niche.
yeah,
If you hit someone with a weapon with 5 times as high a booster, you get Darkside Hayabusa.
yeah,
If you do 3 matches as Ultimo Dragon, you get his proper attire. There is a lot. If you so I took some kind of liberties with this one, based on what I believe it's based on. But if you can make Baba tap out, Giant Baba,
yeah.
you get the Destroyer mask,
Oh hell,
and I fully believe that's a reference to the fact the 60-minute draw, the Broadway. Again, excellent action if anyone has never seen it, with Baba and the Destroyer, where he worked the fucking figure for the last 25 minutes of that match, and he
yeah,
still couldn't get it done.
yo,
So if you make Baba tap out, you get the Destroyer mask,
you
and
know,
there's a lot of those,
yeah,
and some are niche as shit. There is one that's hey, Muta, another great wants to fight you. And there's no more info on that. And it is referencing the fact that to unlock Antishiro Nita's gear as the Great Nita, you should do a single match between Muta and Anita. Which is... How could anyone have fucking figured that out?
How
Like,
would
it's
you?
really, really...
That's why, as Project 64 users, I'm happy the Game Shark codes work for that. You know.
Yes.
Um,
But I'm just, like... I appreciate everyone is enjoying the ROM hack I did, but I'm slightly annoyed from a pedantry aspect. Like,
yeah,
unlock it properly, damn it.
yeah,
So, there's a lot of effort has gone in, both, most importantly from fucking Aki. Like, Aki didn't do this in WrestleMania 2000, they did it in No Mercy, they did it in Revenge. They put a lot of deep effort and lore into this game,
yeah.
and I feel it should be appreciated. Like,
Yeah,
the fucking, like, the way you unlock Abby, Abdullah the Butcher, is making anyone bleed. And that is just... There's
that's
no,
tremendous.
like, real way to know about that. You just make someone bleed and like, oh, fuck, there's Abdullah. And that's very fun to me that you just make someone bleed and they're like, oh, shit, there he is. And it's like, there's a lot of messages slung along. It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
freaking awesome, man.
Crimson Tide is back in Japan. And, like, something like that. So...
Yeah, man. We talk
it's
about
fun.
we talk about all these we talk about this game, and now like I want to talk to you about like some of my favorite wrestling games because you
Sure.
know I love King of Colosseum too, and on the forums we also do you guys also do skins and updates
Yep.
for King of Colosseum 2, which is probably one of the best like Sims there is. I love Revenge. I love SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 because it's probably the best depiction of pro wrestling in America with the way the cage matches work, with the way the rope system work. Like that's probably the best rope break system that I've ever seen in a game. Uh,
Yeah, they do an excellent job of simulating an era in American wrestling that I fucking hate.
yeah,
So-
it's
but
so
like, I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, I'm aware that I didn't enjoy it at that time, but the people that did enjoy it at that time, that is the game for them.
yeah,
So
it's a fantastic game. And one of the other games that came out at the same year, Day of Reckoning 2. I know people love Day of Reckoning 1 because of the whole arcade aspect, but there's something insane about Day of Reckoning 2 that like me, my cousins, my sibling, we just love that game to this day. To this day, we're still playing it, and there's like,
no, it is my third favorite wrestling game of all time.
yeah,
Like, it's VPW 2, then it's King of Colosseum 2, and then apparently I only enjoy games that have 2 in the name, and then it's and then it's Day of Reckoning 2. Like,
yeah,
I loved that game. That was, and I don't want to shit on anything that anyone is doing, what have you, but like, so I genuinely enjoy the gameplay of Fight Forever.
yeah,
They did a lot of stuff about like it's going to be an Aki game. It's like, no, this is very clearly a
Day of
sequel
Reckoning.
to the Day of Reckonings
Yeah,
or Wrestle Kingdom. Like, there's no Aki in this, and I know Gedasan was involved in it, but like, this is clearly a Day of Reckoning game
yeah.
or a Wrestle Kingdom game. Like, there's
From
no
from the way the
Aki
animation,
DNA here.
yeah, from the way the animation works, from like the way that they throw their strikes, the grapple system where it has the strike grapples and the regular grapples, uh,
Yeah.
the submission system. I wish that they would go back to the Day of Reckoning 2 submission system where you choose taunt, rest.
Yeah, that's a cool thing.
That was a cool thing because
And going back to like the what was it called, momentum shift, what it was called
oh
in Day of
yeah,
Reckoning.
I think they do have a momentum shift from there, right?
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
also how it works in Fight Forever, where it's like the last minute where you could do like a mist or a pin or whatever. Like, you have a way at the very last minute to try and get it back together, and that's very clearly from Day of Reckoning. Like they're
Yeah,
doing the same thing. They word it differently,
yeah.
but
But
you can get out of it, and then yeah.
yeah, you know what's crazy though? Day of Reckoning had full entrances. Day of
Yeah.
Reckoning had way more match options. Day of Reckoning had way more arenas. Day of Reckoning had a lot of different, a big varied roster. And I just love Day of Reckoning too. It's a really sick game,
Yeah,
and I
like
feel like people should play it. Buy a GameCube, buy a Wii. I want to say this allegedly, I do play the Aki games through my Nintendo Wii. I've been playing your version of the translated Virtual Pro Wrestling 2, and that actually saves a
I've
lot
been
of money.
worried about this because
No, no, like
I don't have a physical N64. I've never tried it. Summer cart or whatever. Like I've asked like a bunch of my friends, might be like, can you check this out? Like, does it work okay on hardware?
yeah. So I'm telling you because you had sent me that game like I don't know, like a week or two. Because I want to be honest with people. I've been trying to get this guy on my podcast. He said yes, but it took 2 weeks for us to come to this. And I want to thank you for coming on, man. But like,
It's fine. It was Mother's Day yesterday. I had to cater to my
yeah,
wife. It's
yeah, man, be a good husband. I always want to
yeah.
be a good one. But yeah, man, like I'm so happy that I met you, dude, and that we're talking because like you're one of the funniest posters. I had no idea you were a British man. Uh, you, you definitely don't post British because I haven't seen you use the OUs in a bit. But
That's
it's yeah, man. I usually
because I've got to cater a lot to now. My son's 11 years old, so
yeah.
I've got to deal with the fact that like once in a while, like living in Texas, will come back with like a dang or whatever. And it's like, okay, like I don't want to make his life harder here by being like, no, British all the time. So like, it's
Yeah, man. I usually ask this question all the time, so I love to end my dinners with dessert. So what's your favorite dessert?
I do not have a sweet palate at all. Like
Okay.
outside of like I drink cider a lot,
Oh yeah. I
like
mean, for some
of the
people,
alcoholic variety.
yeah.
Like I mean, I really like a mint choc chip ice cream.
Okay,
That's
that works.
mostly like yeah.
That works, man. I should usually parse that by saying your favorite sweet thing. Usually I switch back and forth. Um,
Yeah.
but now you've changed my mind to just say what's your favorite sweet thing, and that's your answer. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. That's cool, man.
It is.
Yeah,
It's rare I've taken it, but it's in the freezer if I need it.
yeah,
So
man. I love this conversation that we had. But I have to go and do dinner, be a good husband. Um,
sweet. I understand. I get it.
and
I'm
then,
certainly shout out to Bootleg Brain. That kid rules.
oh yeah,
And
I
shout
hope
out
it
to
happens, man.
everyone in the Aki modding community or the fucking KOC community.
Yeah. We love the cock.
We do. Like, it's my second favorite video game of all time.
Yeah,
Before we end, I would say, like, I do believe KOC represents heavyweight pro wrestling better than virtual pro wrestling as a concept does.
but
But I
virtual
think
pro
virtual
wrestling.
wrestling does a better job at juniors.
Yeah,
I don't think I don't think KOC does juniors very well.
yeah. You can't really do like the flippy floppy moves in
Yeah,
it to where it looks cool because like if I'm
everything's
playing,
like it's
yeah,
just slow, and I get it. It works well for that era of like all Japan going into Noah and other stuff, and like if I'm doing like Shinya Hashimoto versus fucking I don't know,
Tenru.
yeah, Tenru or like even like Takada or like that stuff works better. But like
Yeah,
if you want to do like fucking like Great Sasuke versus Hayabusa,
Hayabusa.
that game just does not do
Yeah,
that well.
that's virtual pro
So
wrestling 2. That's virtual pro wrestling 64.
yeah,
Yeah, man. I love Virtual Pressing 64. Uh, I actually played that. Um, I used to rent that from the video store because the guy who owned the video store was Japanese, so he'd do a bunch
Oh,
of import
nice.
games. So I actually played that after I played World Tour because I saw it. Oh, that's a sequel. And then like I saw like it had like it had more than just Black Ninja and all that. It had all these other guys, and then they didn't wear the right costumes. But if I played them, I was like, oh, that's Chono. Oh, that's Muda. Um, oh, this is Vader. Oh, okay, that's cool. So
I will say before we end, if anyone is interested in playing my ROM hack, one of the main reasons I did it is that everyone is then their actual attires.
yeah,
So they are the people they look like.
yeah,
You don't have to do a save, because like I was so sick of doing all of the saves where everything was unlocked, which I appreciate, thank you people 20 years ago. But like, if you play my version of it, thank you, Gator-san and Aki, you the things you start with, everyone is in the right attire from the start.
hell yeah,
And the
man.
people you unlock will be in the right attire from the start.
Hell yeah, man.
If you want to modify after that, that's your business.
Yeah,
But like everyone, like if you get the unlock screen of I don't know, fucking Abby or Dark or Bam Bam or Tanru or Agawa, like they're going to look correct when you unlock them, and that was the main thing I cared about. So
that freaking rules, man. What do you want your rainbow to say?
my rainbow.
Yeah. Like what? Imagine a rainbow pops in the sky, and it has a message for the world from Ray. What does Ray want to say with a rainbow?
God, that's a hard one.
Your Ray.
How political am I allowed to be here?
You could be as political as you want. Free Palestine. Um, yeah.
Okay, support trans rights.
Hell yeah.
Fuck you, DBS64. There we go.
Yeah.
So,
Hell yeah. Fuck you. Support trans rights. I love my sister. Yeah, man.
I don't have any siblings that are trans, but I'm a decent human being,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. I have.
yeah, fuck. It's
Fuck yeah. Love is love. People are people. Leave everybody the fuck alone. You know.
yeah.
Trans rights are human rights. Yeah, man.
I 100% agree. Yeah. Oh,
I'm.
ACAB, I guess. Let's go ACAB.
Yeah.
It's,
Fuck the police.
yep.
Yeah. That. Hey. You know. I feel that way, especially now, because with ICE out there, they're just scooping up
Yep.
everybody. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, or brown. They're scooping up everybody. And as a nation, we should be worried about that.
I agree. It's fun. Like I'm a white immigrant.
Yeah,
Nobody's bothered me at all. Weird, right?
yeah,
So,
yeah. So
uh,
we gotta, you know, we as people, I feel like people should care about people and should want everyone to thrive. And
I think that's just genuine human decency, frankly.
yeah.
So,
Apparently, human decency is woke ideology bullshit. Uh, but
I,
I was,
if I hear anyone around me use the term woke in that scenario, I'm going to start throwing hands.
yeah,
Also, rest in peace, Sabu.
yeah.
I don't think
Suicidal.
my love of pro wrestling would be anything where it was without
Yeah,
getting those fucking tapes when I did. So rest in peace, Terry Brunk. Rest in
yeah,
peace, Sabu. Every time I've interrupted you, you are very kind to me. Thank you. Sleep well.
yeah. Rest in peace, Sabu. Rest in peace, Steve Mongo McMichael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, that happened too. God.
It's a,
Yeah. Also, rest in peace, manga. Yeah.
yeah. All right, man. Yeah. Thank you for having me, man. I enjoyed this so much.
I mean, thank you for having me.
I, I,
It's
I thought,
always a pleasure to talk about this bullshit.
brother, I thought it was gonna be only a 20-minute time limit, but we went a Broadway. We went Broadway, brother.
That's absolutely. Oh, and if anyone is interested, apparently I'm going to be on Critical this week,
Oh, you're
so
on
I'll see
Critical?
you there.
Okay.
So
Oh shit. Okay, I'll listen because I listen to Critical. Um, yeah,
shout out Mungo, shout out Lagabusa, wonderful human beings that are also on the right side of history.
man, they've been modding that game since for 30, 35, 30, almost 35 years. That's crazy.
I'm
Uh,
not sure it's quite that long,
oh
but
no,
like it's been a
in
while.
general, they've been modding like Super Fire Pro X Premium, and then now I'm gonna go into that stuff. But yeah, man, thank you for coming on this show. Yeah, man, thank you.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.